All right, it is, what time is it? 6:31. On the way down to see my boy Caden play. When I say my boy, I mean my son, Caden. And this is Rayden, the Rayden Chronicles. Yeah. So Rayden, yeah, that's my daughter Ryan and my son Caden's name smashed together. So I'm going down to see Caden. He's playing down here at Emerald Isle tonight. So we're gonna check him out. And it's weird. A drummer, his name's Fatback. His name's Ronnie actually, but his name everybody calls him Fatback. So Fatback was playing in the generation before me. Then I came along. Fatback played for me several occasions, and then now my boy is 22, and now Fatback's, he's not playing with him on a regular basis, but he's filling in with him. So I thought it'd be cool to come down and see my drummer play with, my old drummer, playing with my son now. And I don't get to get out a lot. Not get to get out. I don't choose to get out a lot, just because I'm old and, hanging out, going to clubs, especially an hour and 40 minutes away, not really my bag anymore. So I am trying to go down to this one because he plays from 6 to 9. So technically he just started. I think I'm going to arrive like 7:30 maybe. I stopped and charged in Kinston, North Carolina, so I'd have plenty of juice to get down here. And now I'm just on the way down here. So said he had a sound check, said it went good. I can't wait to see Fatback play. I hadn't seen Fatback play in a while. So Fatback is a really good drummer, but better than that, Fatback's a really good musician. So he knows music, and you can teach old Kate something. If Kate will listen, So I don't know how many more days we have. To WrestleMania, but there's not a lot. And I read a post from John Cena that says there's a lot still to come, a lot of surprises before WrestleMania, and I know we only have like a week or two, right? That's it. So we will see what happens. I don't really know what to guess. I don't know what CM Punk's favor is. He's asking Paul Heyman. We just have to see. I have no idea. The other matches, I guess Jey Uso, they're not getting a real good spin on that. So they are putting the heat, on Gunther with Jimmy. Jimmy is kind of taking the beating, and kind of make you want to see Gunther get his ass kicked a little more. But sorry, Gunther. Gunther is a complete bore to me. I just don't like Gunther. He's just boring. He's square. I don't know what he is. But they need to get a title. They need to get that title. They need to get some prestige behind that title, because Gunther having the World Heavyweight Championship, WWE, the World Heavyweight Championship they call it, it's just like it's literally taking all of the prestige away from the title. It doesn't mean, it's like lower than the WCW television belt. It's like the Western States Heritage title. I've said that shit before. But yeah, I don't know. Gunther, they need to end that stuff. He just needs to. Him and Shinsuke, they just need to go on. They need to go to AEW or something. By the way, I met an AEW fan today, but he came up to me and I had a CM Punk shirt on, and he's like, "CM Punk? You a CM Punk fan?" I was just like, "Yeah." He was like, "Man, for a second, with the hair and the beard, I thought you were CM Punk." I was like, "Come on, dude. I don't look that much like CM Punk." But yeah, it was pretty funny. I was in Starbucks, and then we got talking wrestling. And he's like, "Yeah, I don't watch WWE much. I watch AEW." And I was like, "Oh my God, come on, man, not AEW." But yeah, he was an AEW fan. So pretty much everything he said, I just kind of said like, yeah, because I don't know anything that happens in AEW. Except a lot of bad wrestling, a lot of bad botched spots, and razors and bats and spikes and nails. That just ain't my thing. I don't know. The wrestling, I mean, I like wrestling and storylines, but they don't have to involve all this blood and guts and violence. I mean, I don't know. That's a weird thing in wrestling. I don't know. Like, a little blood's pretty cool, you know? But it's just like, I don't know. We'll see. But I'm looking forward to it. Have some friends over again for WrestleMania, like I always say. Yeah, it looks like a bear out there. I wish Amber was with me so I could point to that and say, look, there's a bear. And it not really be a bear. It was like a play bear. So, coming out here to see Caden, I, of course, have to leave Amber home. So, whole trust issue thing kicks back in. So, I'm just kind of getting through that. But yeah, it's just kind of that. So, not even worth talking about, really. I just want to come see Caden. I didn't want to drag her down here with me. I know she didn't want to come. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I did get some work done today. I got 2 jobs done today. I got up this morning, took her to breakfast. Then I came back home and busted my ass. Got the jobs out, got the invoices out to the people. And they both paid instantly. I'm like shocked. So, got some money in the bank account, hopefully, tomorrow or today, some of it. And then the transfer, you know, instant transfer. And I did the rest of it for the long, 1 to 3 day transfer. Man, it's so crazy. Think about kids, man. They got a pre-Venmo and Cash App and all that. They don't even know, like, borrow money. Like, if you want to borrow money from your Uncle Matt. What the fuck I said that name for? Your Uncle Tommy. And you had to go over to Uncle Tommy's house. You had to get a ride to go over there to get a $20 bill. Now it's just like, Venmo. It's crazy to think about that. It's just that simple now, you know? Wow. Trenton is 2 miles. Maysville is, let's see, 28. Man, this ride seems like it's forever from Emerald Isle. Because it's 2-lane roads. I mean, if I could speed and just fly down here, that would be one thing. But you never know where a cop is sitting at. And I don't need to get pulled by a cop, so I don't need no speeding ticket. I don't need no insurance going up. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it between the lines. And just kind of keep an average speed of about 85. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not going to 85. But I think I'm in Jones County now. This is my county, Michael Jones County. Michael Jones County. So I did hear something disgusting the other day. Let me tell you about this. This was on the Howard Stern show. It's disgusting and sad, and it's an affliction. Guy up there wanted women to throw up on him. That's like his thing. He gets turned on by that. Isn't that weird? I don't get it. That's like his thing that he's aroused by. I don't understand. But I just thought it was the weirdest thing ever. People are into some weird stuff. I sure am glad my crowd that I hang around with is at least normal. You know? Howard Stern's got some weird stuff on his show. Anyway, I don't know why I shared that. I just thought about that. Just thought how gross it was. I was just like, well, I'll tell whoever's watching about this. And from what it looks like, nobody's really watching, so it kind of doesn't matter what I talk about. Don't seem to hurt or help. Yeah, I'm in Jones County now. Let's see. Jones County Shortway Brewing Company. I remember coming back from Morehead City one time. Actually, Emerald Isle, where I'm going tonight. And I got sick because I drank a lot of alcohol and took some kind of medicine, some pain medicine, and boy, did I feel bad that next morning. I woke up and threw the whole way home, or felt like I had to anyway, which is sometimes worse. I remember coming through here and trying to stop at that station and get some crackers to eat, but I couldn't eat them. I threw up. It was terrible. Why does anybody drink? I don't get it. Which I guess, some people are like, well, if you're a man, you're gonna hold your alcohol. But that night I drank a lot, and it was Everclear. Yeah, Everclear Kool-Aid and Kool-Aid. I think it was called. What was it? I can't remember. It was called terrible the next morning. It was absolutely terrible. But some people can handle it. I can't. I don't get it. I don't get the drinking thing. So, but I do remember this town. I do remember feeling sick coming all the way through. Now I'm coming up on Trenton. Trenton's up here. I love this lake. I remember coming through here with my dad for the first time. Actually, you know what? I went with my dad. I was all work with Braxton Brick Plumbing, and there's all these little trees hanging here. This is the coolest little spot right here. Like, I love all these little mossy looking trees. The old water dam right here in Trenton. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Trenton, North Carolina. That's some cool cypress trees is what they're called. Very cool. Now I'm passing the state trooper station, so I definitely have to watch my speed around here. If you go to the beach a lot from Goldsboro, you know what I'm talking about. Just past Trenton Lake. Now you're whipping around here past the Jones County Convention Center and coming up on the state trooper place. So I'm going to put my car on self-drive, and I'm going to let you drive, so I don't have to, nor do I get the ticket. So we're just going to drive along and keep alert and watch, and we're going to see what happens. So, I was talking with a guy the other day about the Tesla. He was saying, I don't care about the FSD, the full self-driving thing. And I was thinking, I told him, I was like, you might not want to say that, because, man, when I first got this car, I was not interested in the full self-driving at all. I didn't think it, for one, I didn't know it was actually as good and as cool as what it is. I didn't know it, drove you places. I thought that was years to come, but it's pretty sweet. All the way from Goldsboro, except when I chose manually to take over to get around a car or go a little faster. I haven't touched the steering wheel or the gas pedal or the brakes. It just drives. So, like I said, when I first got the car, I was not interested in the full self-driving. Then Elon Musk gave a month of full self-driving to us for free. So, of course, I used it. And he hooked me, bait, line, sinker. If that's how you say that. Line, bait. No, that's right. Bait, line, sinker. Hook, line, sinker. That's it. Not bait. Hook. Yeah, you gotta have a hook in there. How the hell are you gonna catch something if you don't have a hook, for God's sakes? So, he hooked me, and at the same time he hooked me, he dropped the price. It was $2.99 a month. He dropped it to $99 a month. So, a whole lot more manageable. And I got it. And I've had it ever since, and it's crazy cool, and I love it. And on long trips like this, you think I wouldn't like it. I got to pay, because you can't do much. You can't lay down, you can't sleep, you can't hold your head down, you can't be on your phone, you can't do any of that, or the car will just warn you a few times and then it'll just stop driving. But just not to have the conscious thing about thinking about driving and just having it make the turns and everything, you get so spoiled by it so fast, you don't even realize. And then you get in the car and you notice, I'm hitting the full self-driving almost every time now. So, I wouldn't say that you wouldn't be interested until, in the same way I felt about the gas and the electric car thing too. I just like the car. I just loved the way the car drove. I loved how smooth it was, how it steered. I loved the interior of it. I loved the plain, simple, simplistic look of the dash. I like the big screen. I like everything being in one spot. I loved the Knight Rider steering wheel. It wasn't in my wheelhouse of thoughts to, be I'm never going to have to get gas, or, the gas costs, I'll save it. That wasn't in my head. But then after I got it, I'm just like, whoa, mama. Hold on. car, like, it just switched into an oncoming car with traffic coming for no reason. It just decided to turn out, and I had to jerk it back in my lane. Wow. So that right there is why you pay attention. That's why when people see me making videos, they go, you better pay attention, stop paying. I'm always paying attention. I don't let this thing drive by itself. I'm always looking ahead, even though it looks like I'm looking at the camera. I'm always watching. So right then, what happened, I was driving down the road. It looked like a semi-truck had just recently, super recently, had slammed on brakes, because there was a huge bunch of black skid marks in the road, like 12 of them. And it was very black, very dark skid marks in the road. I think the car saw that, thought it was some kind of obstacle in the road, and it actually went around, or it tried to go around, but the problem was there was a car oncoming. So my car actually chose to go around the black skid marks, probably thinking it was something else, and into oncoming traffic. I don't know what would have happened. I wasn't going to wait. I just simply grabbed the wheel, hit the brake. As soon as you grab the wheel, the auto disengages. So I grabbed it and jerked it back over. It's called full supervised self-driving. So that's why you don't pay attention. These nuts that get in the passenger seat, put the weights on the steering wheel and the camera up here over the self-cam, yeah, lets you drive. You're a bunch of idiots. That's what you are. You're the one giving everybody trying to make these cars in advanced technology a bad name. That's how you die. You know, like if I'd have been messing around right then, not looking, I don't know what would have happened. So that's why you pay attention. That's why you always pay attention. So, accident averted. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm back on full self-driving. Definitely watching, making sure it doesn't jerk into another car. But like I said, there were black skid marks. I think that's what it saw. I don't know why I chose to go around it. But I would definitely be watching it very carefully now, especially with oncoming traffic. Usually I kind of just stick my hand in the wheel, that way it won't turn, you know, and I have control immediately if anything happens. But yeah, so see, it just did it again, and there's brake. Hold on, let me tell Tesla. So it keeps turning out into the oncoming lane of traffic because there are black skid marks in my lane. Looks maybe like where a car slammed on brakes. It's turning out into oncoming traffic to avoid it. Wow. Yeah, they need to fix that quick. Like I said, if you're not paying attention, that's why you always have to look. Always have to watch. So, Tesla, you need to fix that. Cars can't be swerving into oncoming lanes of traffic. Alright, so at this point, I'm cutting the full self-driving off, and I'm just going to drive from here on out and watch that. Maybe even do a reboot on here. But I blocked the song, there you go. But alright, peace out everybody. Y'all be careful out there, drive safe. I love all y'all. Be the best version of yourself you can be, and be kind to one another. Peace out.